And it'll be Zerba to serve first. Argentina in the white with the sky blue. Slovenia in the green with the blue shorts. The final, quarter-final, is underway. And Shebel can't find the floor. And Argentina with a chance. Bruno Loze can only offer up the free ball. Shebel with the tip. A sneaky little net touch there, sponsored by.
Sponsored by Hands.
Sponsored by, spotted by. Maybe Slovenia aren't the only ones running on empty.
No.
Tell you, has every right to be, is Tonček Stern, 259 points. Only Namir has scored more this VNL. He has been immense. As DeCecco bumps that one right towards the tape. Argentina can recycle, and DeCecco! Welcome to the game!
That's a big swing, DeCecco. Great start for him. You just never know what you're going to get from him. It's always going to be something pretty special, though.
And here he is serving. Master manipulator from the service line. Ropret into Pajenk. Makes it 2-2, 2-1.
Solid siding out. The thing as well you're going to get from Argentina as this goes on, I'll tell you what, Denani, he's going to be chipping away, chipping away.
Needle. He's a little needle.
He will, just to see if he can get anything out of Slovenia.
Well, they know him well here in Poland, of course. Plays his club volleyball in the Plus Liga. Great pass. Oh, yes. Down it goes from Bruno Lima. And that is 2-2.
Probably at the top of his powers, you might think, actually. They were 28 years of age. 135 attack points coming into this match.
Yeah.
VNL.
And that takes him to 160 in total, if you include blocks and serves. Nice ball in. Oh, great touch from Facundo Conte. Another swing from DeCecco. He's feeling it today. Off the hands, Kovacic. Now work to do. DeCecco feeds it in. Good rally, this. Good point to win. Is there a touch? Yes, there is. Bruno Lima, off or no?
It's not often you get these kind of rallies, but the blocking for Argentina has been fabulous. They've really, that was a nice play off the hands. But they've done their homework, Argentina. They're set up really well against Slovenia at the moment.
Facundo Conte, look at that moustache. It is joyous. So is that serve.
He has just and must continue to ask the questions from the serving line, hasn't he? That's wonderful. Just taking enough off of it. Looks like he's going to hit it hard, but there's a tell. Okay, the tell is his left hand, his left arm, what that was doing. So don't look at his contact, look at his left side. That'll tell you it's a roll shot coming. Change your stance.
Good start from Argentina. Early break point, 4-2 in the first. 8th ace of this season's VNL for Conte. Oh, that's close. Not close enough.
So that last one, which he brought the full heat, he keeps his left hand at an angle, brings his elbow in. For the one that he dropped, he let his hand drop down on the roll shot.
Alan Pajenk also had 7 aces going into this one. Will not add to it with that serve. Loze. Moving to Perugia next year. He'll be in the middle with his compatriot Seba Solé.
It's going to be a fantastic signing for Perugia.
Oh, the block! Here's a big one. Zerba and Lima.
Again, Argentina are stacking up well. They're getting in good positions. They've made so many touches already in the block. Look at this. That's wonderful lining up from Lima for Zerba to come in and join and close the gap.
So their quartet next year, they've got Sola, Loze, Russo and Candelaro.
And Ropret setting some of the matches.
Cool. Oh no. High off hands. Big chase back from Conte and Loze. No dice.
No, at his absolute best, he does that for fun.
It's Speaking of Ropret, here he is serving. 4-6. Off the net, take another lovely ball into Checo. And Palonski helps himself.
Palonski's done really well this VNL. He's to the point where Luciano Vicente, the outside hitter, 224, who's also playing in Poland for Jastrzębski, has been reduced to a kind of a bit part role, really.
No. Sluggish start for Slovenia. Ball in by Conte. Passing's been really good. Oh, what has happened there? That first touch looked accidental.
Either way, Kozomurnik couldn't get anywhere near it. Kozomurnik's travelling out here. Everything's still going the wrong way. Lovely pick up this. What a pancake.
And Argentina continue to make hay. 8-5. Good start. Straight down the block by Toncek Stern.
What we're seeing are two pretty evenly matched teams in physicality, in tactics, in the way they play their game, and how disciplined they are, which is why the previous match was so close.
Kozomurnik. Not for a float this time. He's had a great tournament serving. Checo can't find the floor. Kozomurnik with the set. Shebul only into Danani. Conte. Touch on it by Stern. Oh, all the middles having a set. And a miss hit by Bruno Lima.
It might come off Stern's head in that block. I don't think he had no clue where it had gone.
Just looking at that goatee and thinking he needs to whip the chin strap off. It's all about the moustache these days. He needs to take a leaf out of Conte's book. Anyway, Kozomurnik goes again. Oh, lovely swing. And there is Conte.
Still going strong, 34 years of age. Facundo Conte. When you're nearly 2 meters tall, it does give you a few extra years, especially when you can keep your jump.
2 stints playing club volleyball in Poland with Zawerce. Skra as well. To the middle of Payeng, but Palonski's there, good position. And then Conte rises high, sees the space and finds it, 10-7.
Payeng didn't help out. Payeng got stuck in the middle.
Zerba. Service error, frustrating one on the float. Into the net. Sends Toncek Stern back. Decent crowd in. There are 8,000 for the first game, despite the fact Poland weren't playing. There'll be similar numbers in for this one. That's a good swing. Oh no, couldn't quite get down quickly enough. Conte having a great time out there on the left.
Up over the top of Ropret. Good, a good mismatch to keep exploiting if they can, Argentina.
Checo. Floated that one. A decent first touch, and Stern just arrived so quick, so strong. It's been right side, strong side all tournament for Toncek Stern. Shebul. Danani. In it goes to Checo, to the middle, and Payeng says no.
He'd worked out his angles perfectly, hadn't he, Payeng? 3.14.
high hang. Yeah, all right. 10-11. Oh, 10-12. Not the way to follow it up.
Dla reprezentacji Argentyny.
Facundo Conte. Oh, close. They were worried for a second.
They were a good place to go. You always, the fringes of the wing passes are an excellent place to try and go with the serve, but you've got a bit of pace on it.
Here is Paying. Slovenia tightening this right up. It was a three-point game, remember? Oh, two-point game again. Bruno Lima.
Serving pressure's not quite there at the minute from Slovenia. Not causing Argentina enough problems. And it means Checo can do pretty much what he wants with the ball.
Is Loza. No, Ropret with options. Shebul right into a roadblock.
Pretty good defending by Kovacic. He stayed pretty deep, but he wasn't quite expecting it, unfortunately.
14-11, timeout called.
I za chwilę pokażemy, jak mocny trzymaj na terenie. Pokazujemy bicepsy. No pan może pokazać, może się...
Ragazzi, wiertumy! To jest no?
O, mi pokażmy,
The ball is in the box, the ball is in the box. In case we're right, and we have forehand, just stay high and we take it back. Tam super. Peter, what you want?
Trzeba było, mówi, żeby się udało. Dobrze, dobrze. Fantastycznie. Musimy już powoli wracać na boisko, bo zawodnicy już tam są i czekają na Państwa duże brawa.
Loza goes again. Pokes that one in, not the best first touch. Nothing Ropret can do. And that's a 4-point lead. Couple of decent serves here from Loza. And Argentina pulling away. Good serve. Little zip on that. Tonček Stern to the rescue. Absolutely levelled that one at Loza.
Stern's going to be the difference maker in this match, you feel, for Slovenia, as he gets a large percentage of the ball, and then it's going to require Ernau and Chebel to chip away. Take some of the load off of him.
135 kilometers an hour in that spike. That was hit. Ropret. He's gone for that too. Conte rescued by De Checo and put down by Bruno Lima. It's magnificent.
Keeps his hand facing in front, looks like he's going to go that way, then a little turn and able to do the same thing to set behind. I don't think there's anybody better at doing that.
Would you coach that?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, you would. You need to have options. You don't want to show, that's all I've got now is a short ball to the middle because I'm up reaching with one hand.
That's received by Kovacic. Oh, Kozomiernik, lovely adjustment. That's where the space was.
Draws the wing blocker in to then be able to go over, so defender at 5's got to make an adjustment.
Oh no, Slovenia not ticking, but staying in touch. The two with a break point here, though. How about that by Zerba to open the door?
Always looking for solutions. Got to have answers. You've got to be able to adapt and overcome. And that's unlucky from Stern, getting a touch, taking it away from Roper as well, who probably had it.
Good point to win for Argentina. 4-point game. Couple of breaks up, though, as we enter the high teens. But a key time here for Slovenia. Kozemurnik, capable. Went on that one outrageous serving run, didn't they, earlier in the tournament? 10 points in the end?
It was, yes, at least.
Danani, good ball. Dicheko, too hot. Bruno Lima, Kozemurnik, stock still. Sends it to the bench.
Lovely little twist and turn. He takes the ball in front of him every time, Dicheko. So to go behind, you don't know until he lets it go where he's going. So everyone's then a threat. You've got to hold your positions in the block. You can't commit too early.
Shebel receives cross-court from Stern. And sometimes when it happens pretty quickly.
Again, movement through the middle. Payet keeps the middle. Then there's a big gap then opening up in the angle for Stern to go into.
He's up to 4 points. Conte's there as well. Danani on a platter for Dicheko, but Payet can't finish the job. Here you go, chance for a break for Slovenia. Chebel recycles, Kovacic, back to Chebel. Lovely touch. Just to keep that ball alive. Payet! Change of angle from Payet, and Slovenia back within 2.
Ticker strikes again. Just such a springy player is Alan Payet. Just a couple of steps, thank you very much.
38, he's got to go till he's 40, hasn't he? Has to.
He'll carry on until he can't.
Okay, game on. 16-18, Stern goes big, but the net kills the speed. And Lozer kills the point. Court mopper's doing a job. You had a strange delay earlier, didn't you? Too much light.
Well, that's you playing with the doors, wouldn't you? Left it open.
No, I wasn't born in a barn.
He did go and sort it all out. That's well done, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, well rescued, and Payet. However, it came off the net, not the block.
Challenge coming then for a 4-touch.
Yeah, Vladimir Simonovic has said 4-touch, and they're challenging this, Slovenia. So Slovenia believe there was a touch off the Argentinian block. But all that'll mean is we replay the point. They'll not be awarded the point. But no one admitting to it from Argentina.
Generally, in those situations, you don't know because the net hits you and the ball hits you at the same time. You can't feel it.
Well, Argentina, they're all making their way to the baseline so they can see the big screen. What they don't realise is all they actually have to do is turn around because there's one behind them that they wouldn't have to crick their necks for. Either way, they'll see it the same time that you see it and I see it.
There's 2 massive screens in front of them as well, actually.
Yeah. Absolutely huge. It's a brilliant venue here, actually, at the Atlas Arena. Poland absolutely full of them. I think just in the last few years when we've been to Katowice, and Gdansk, and they've all been amazing. Amazing host venues for various tournaments, VNL, World Championships. Here we are again in Łódź.
They're now saying, wait, can we get with this? We're getting cold. We're not as young as we used to be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the door is closed now. It is keeping the heat in. But if there's one thing we know about Mr. Simonovic, he will not be rushed.
No, and he won't be backwards in coming forwards with the cards.
No, no. Whether that's yellow, red, or green in this modern era. Ah,
Legends Laurent Tilly, Andrea Anastasi in the glasses.
they look a bit like yours, actually.
Yeah, not as good as mine.
No. Right then, let's take a look at this. Is there a touch? Full block touch.
I reckon that circle might be a bit of a giveaway. And that's why, you see, that's why he didn't feel it, because the net smacked into him at the same time the ball has.
So a good challenge.
Look at that, though. Look at that. Look how high he is. Now, compared to everyone else. I love those, because you just get suddenly realise how high these players jump.
The scoreboard reset. Argentina 19, Slovenia 16. First set to Checo. Into Shebel. Oh, Payek squeezes one through. He's gone sharp there on Conte. Speaking of height, look at that from Payek.
It's worth mentioning, for those of you that don't know, the net's 2.43 meters, 8 foot, same height as a crossbar in soccer, in football. That's how high they get.
Now, go to your local soccer field, jump, and see if you can get the bottom of your rib cage as high as the crossbar.
Exactly.
That is what Alain Payek has done.
That's what Darlan does. He's getting his belt
Oh my
behind
goodness,
the net.
he's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, I think. Argentina got themselves in a great spot here. They're up to 20. Cretu with some questions to answer. It's worth saying though, Slovenia, they've got this incredible run, 11 wins out of their 12, but they've not all been easy. They've had some real slogs. Kovacic. Now, oh, great angle, and he loves it.
Such a good set from Rob Brett. He's jumping, slightly jumping backwards. It's a fadeaway. Kobe to the outside. What a hit.
Going back to those 5-setters, first game in fact, where they had that epic with Netherlands, where they went into the 30s in the first set, into the 20s in the fifth. Had they come out on the wrong side of that, I wonder where they'd be now.
Yes, that's a very good question. Sliding doors.
Exactly, and how important that little bit of belief was for them as Payek sends it on its way. 2018, 21-18. Bruno Limas had some great winners.
And it was, and actually, you know, we can draw a very good comparison of that, because where are the Netherlands now?
Yes, yeah.
They were the team that lost that. They were the team then that were vying with Slovenia for trying to get an Olympic place, and never happened.
And Slovenia are now 3 in the world. Yeah, it was 33-31 in the first, 27-25 in the fifth. Bonkers game, brilliant. Lozer, he served well again. Big chance, taken. 4-point game, Argentina 3 points away from the lead here in the quarterfinal. Second timeout called.
Nicely done, Palonski, squeezing that past Rob Brett.
Chciałbym najpierw usłyszeć kibiców reprezentacji Argentyny, Team Argentina!
We are a little bit too nervous. I want to see that you are going ball by ball, you are not touching the score, stay cool, keep the balls on our side and we fight for the points.
Nieważne komu kibicujemy teraz, wielkie rytmiczne brawa dla podróży!
Some great facials there on the reception from Conte. Multiple winner of Best Receiver awards, of course. He was Best Receiver in the Olympics when Argentina won bronze. He's won it in the Champions League, the Polish and Brazilian Championships, World Club Championships. He is the guy you want back court. Here's Lozer, served really well in this first set. Oh, the block touch was good. Kovacic has to set. One touch. Oh.
No, stay still. He's backed out for a hit. That's 2 more touches away. Watch. Look. Now where's he going? He's got to stay where he is.
That's your new pet hate. Last year it was middle blockers not having their hands up and then the setter going on 2. That really boiled your bladder.
Not having their hands up, but more importantly, they would bring them right back down to their hips to make a jump when you've got to go off spring off your toes.
Stern. Oh. That was low. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he picks up the point. Yeah, so last year it was that, the middle blockers, and this year it is...
Well, it's not being in the now. It's being ready for a touch that doesn't come. Because you're not available to make that touch that needed to be made now.
Which it certainly did. Rob Brett serves that into Conte, to Checo. And again, Lima off the hands. 5-set points here for Argentina. What a turn-up for the books. And they're making a blocking substitution too. In comes Martin Ramos, 32-year-old middle blocker. A shade below 2 meters in for Di Checo.
He plays with Gualgas. The Spanish team did really well in the Champions League the season just gone.
Well, they won the domestic treble back home, so they're putting something together. And Sanchez coming on to serve. Stern. Off the hands, and Argentina take it, and take it comfortably, 25-19. So Matías Sanchez came on there, standing at 1.75 m. He scored 1 point in this season's VNL.
Yep.
From a block.
Of course he did. Like Cachopa as well, getting blocked. Like Sakita getting blocked.
Well, yeah, but Cachopa's taller than 1.75.
Sakita isn't. I think Sakita's 1.74. I think he's even shorter.
He is 1.75, and he's made 2 blocks this VNL.
There you go.
Right, stats on the first set. Argentina deserved winners. They are sharper, stronger.
Given 3 extra points. So there, and then a couple of blocks they made, and there's the difference. But Slovenia, that's not great in their attack, so they were getting dug. They were Argentina's block placement was excellent, getting some really solid touches to put the ball into transition.
What does the 1xBet live update say? It says
coin toss.
Yeah, Slovenia still marginal favourites, 51-49. Been a little while since Argentina got one over on Slovenia. 2018. That was in the World Championships. 4 VNL victories in a row for Slovenia since then. 3-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0. Always think though, in a game like this, when you drop the first set, as frustrating as it is, the job hasn't changed, does it? You still need to win 3 sets to win a volleyball match.
You do, and Slovenia have got that mindset. It's almost a given for them that, all right, we got to play 5, let's play 5.
Second contact, receiver accuracy and the passing. They probably want to tighten that up, and they don't want that number to begin with a 4, do they?
Probably do, yeah. Whereas Argentina, to Checo, that's you've got 77% of ball where you can find middle. Go where he wants, so that's tough on the other team.
I think a sign that their passing has been good are the number of sets where he hasn't jumped or moved his feet.
No, in fact, he's even just knelt down a little bit to create a bit more time so you can really whip it out wide.
So far, so good for Argentina. Playing with a smile on their face as well. We're yet to have what could loosely be described as an upset. Of course, when we've got top 8 teams in the world in the quarterfinals of the VNL, nothing's an upset. But so far, all of the teams who are highest in the world rankings, who are highest in the seeding, have come through, including Japan versus Canada, which was 4th versus 5th, theoretically the tightest one, but Japan were immense.
They were immense, and it's a tough one for Canada because they played so well this VNL, and to the point as well where Stephen Ma's mum, Mrs. Ma, came over. They came to watch the game. It's the first time she's come to watch at the VNL, and she's like, "Oh no, he won't. You know, we won't do it." He said, "No, come, get the tickets, come watch."
Oh.
Yeah, they couldn't quite get it done.
Well, I hope she had a great trip, and I hope she manages to get some tickets for Paris as well, because I've no doubt that Canada will put on a show there.
Look at that, checking the social media, enjoying what's going on. Fabulous, fabulous venue, fabulous show being put on.
As it always is with the VNL. And the great news is we've got another 2 days of this. We'll be bringing you every point of both semi-finals and both medal matches, as well as taking you through the conclusion of this one, where Slovenia have got some work to do. They're handing it over to Jan Kozomurnik. Look at that. His stern, intense look. Second set underway. Floater in short to Facundo Conte. Sides out nicely. Strange to float serve to arguably their best passer.
Well, the reason is that watch where so he's coming in slow. He's got to get from there up and out. So you're just trying to create this pressure all the time. You're trying to make them play the ball, go and swing, play the ball, go and swing, and overload them over the course of the match.
Oh, Stern!
Goodness me,
bruising Zerba.
That off the shoulder number, just as well he's got some quick reactions, Zerba, otherwise he'd been wearing that around his face.
We've had a few of those.
Oh yeah. Proper nasty swings to the head.
Most notably, Tomek Fornal a couple of weeks ago in Japan. Pacheco out to Conte, whips that off the hands. I mean, Ropret's angry with himself, but it's a lovely play.
We had one as well, wouldn't we, with Ishikawa getting it in the face in the first quarter.
Well, they made him angry, and he ended up turning in a 26-point MVP performance. 2-1 Argentina. In it goes. It's not a great pass. And a rare loose touch. I think they're asking for invasion there, Conte and co. But
I think it's just a reaction because it was such a terrible touch, but you can get called for a double on the first touch of the ball coming over the net. Whether it is volleyed over, spiked at you, dug, whatever, there's no double contact call.
With their fingertips over there. Either way, Shebel, Danani into Pacheco. Good first touch. Shebel over there to Urno. Slovenia take a 3-2 lead. Yeah, 3 up. None of it can make a telling contribution. Shebel, just the one attack point for him in that first set. Plays here with Zhezhov in Poland. He's forced the overpass and Payeng doesn't kill it. Oh, no! Conte swings the windmill.
Just got the... I don't think Pacheco saw Conte, and they kind of... Let's have a look at this. How's he... That's a cracking dig.
Yeah.
Now he has... He must pick that up.
Whoop.
Yeah, he's just... Pacheco's gone too high with that half ball set. Well, that's something else. Dug your best. That's what you say through the net. Dug your best. Is that all you got?
Yeah, then what happened?
Yeah, you wish you hadn't.
Hubris has no sell-by date. That's the lesson to be learned. But it was a brilliant dig. Conte. 6 points already, 1 ace. The only ace in the game, actually. That's forced an awkward pass from Shebel. No! Off the net. That is some swing from the captain.
Same every time he's up. He's contacting it high. He's looking for solutions. Lima doesn't close the block and pays the price.
Payek. Danani waits. Never really on top of that one, Alan Payek. Danani will continue to wait from the bench.
Well, Danani's winding up Payek again. There was just that moment out of your picture, people. As Payek goes off, Danani said something. Payek's giving it back to him as they're going off, the pair of them. That's going to get interesting.
If they ever did play a mic volleyball. I'd love it to be on Donani.
I think that would have to be a late night broadcast.
Yes, yeah, it wouldn't be live. It wouldn't be live, that's for sure. Great swing there by Toncek Stern for 6-4. Yeah, it'd be a tough thing to do because, of course, they're so mobile, but they find ways in other sports, collision sports as well.
Well, the players are already playing with the sensors on. The mics nowadays, you wouldn't even notice it.
Pretz. Another good pass in. And a great angle by Palonski. Argentina back within 1. Bruno Lima. Top scorer in the match at the moment, 9 points. Pretz. The adjustment from Stern. Didn't quite time the jump. Shebel, Pretz. Kozomiernik doesn't offer any malice in that swing. Palonski does. That's going to drop out of Donani. Well watched, straight through the net. A big roar by Donani. 6-6. Lima continues. Went for that one, Kovacic. Good ball into the middle and off the hands by Kozomiernik. So just a little bit quick for Zerba. No. Donani. Good pass, Palonski. Oh, what an angle to generate. Off balance, off the net, no problem.
Well, this is good. It's a player like that can sit into what's going on and just quickly get in and have the swing. But you get that space. He's got such a quick jump and he gets so high so quickly as well. He's always in a good place to do something with it.
7-7, Palonski. Walk-away ace from Lulu Palonski. Watch this. Watch Palonski. Oh, we're not going to see him. As soon as it's gone, he just turns and walks away. He knows.
Celebrating the strike before the ball's even got down there.
Yeah. Just the second ace of the game. Palonski up to 9 points, joining Lima, those two, the game leaders. Most of the points coming from attacks. Just 4 blocks in the game so far, and 2 ace serves. Good work from Argentina to cancel out that early break point. Kozomiernik back round again. Goes for it. Good serve as well. That is outrageous from Tcheko. There's the jump set. The touch off the block. Erno doing enough.
Erno nearly got himself in a whole heap of bother then as well, believing that's the last possible second. He comes running in and does well. And not to go over under the net.
Yeah, that's the thing we often take for granted, is the body control, the core strength to keep yourself in the fight. Kozomiernik. Donani. Again, Tcheko conjures something. Palonski. Kozomiernik. Oh, it's slightly overbumped. It's into the net, but Tcheko's hands.
He was a little bit low with that one, unfortunately. It was trying to do so much in a short space of time.
But it's Kozomiernik doing the business from the service line. But with a heavy one last time. What now? Is there a space in front of Conte? Court moppers working overtime. As always, they do an amazing job.
It is hot in here.
Yes, it is.
It's a huge arena, and it's really hot.
Here's Kozomiernik. Does drop it in short. Conte, two-handed. Pajek just shrugs the shoulders alongside Stern.
He's not happy with the set. He's Pajek. This is lovely from Palonski. And then that's a positive set. So that ball to Checo and straight out to Conte. So it's getting quicker and quicker. So it's stretching Pajek, who can't get out in time.
Zuba. Received by Szebul. Pajek to the middle. Super quick, super good. Just gets so high again. (11-9). Slovenia restoring that break point. Conte to Checo. Conte again. Oh, magnificent. Magnificent.
Hitting shoulder high, left shoulder low, can still generate the power and precision to do what he wants with the ball.
Checo, 10-11. Stern, oh, unstoppable. No touch, just floor, 12-10.
Conte's gone too wide. He's picking the ball up, but by the time he picks up Stern, he hasn't got the angle he needs to stop him on the cross court.
Szebul. Ternani, another good ball. Oh, just there from Palonski. Stern off the Szebul set.
13 błąd dla reprezentacji Słowenii, 13-10. Będzie przerwa na żądanie trenera reprezentacji Argentyny.
Timeout called by Argentina, trailing 13-10.
Jak zwykle w przerwie patrzymy ekrany i szukamy roztańczonych kibiców. Tych najmłodszych również.
No tienen que atacar todo. Juguemos con el sistema. Las bolas separadas. Dejémosle la línea como esta. Esta bola se puede defender. La que ataca en el medio del bloqueo es muy difícil de defender la que nos toca. Bloquémosle nada más la línea. En la rotación de 5. En las otras dejémosle siempre un poco y cerremos ambos. Vamos, vamos muy bien. Dale.
Good response this from Slovenia. They've got it going a little bit more than they did in the first set.
It's recognised by Marcelo Mendes, heads calling the timeout.
Clement Szebul. Heavy serve to Nani. Feeds it right into the Checo. And then whipped across by Conte. Whipped wide, 14-10. Argentina just at risk of letting this one slip away from them. Ooh, it's taking a bounce, and the Checo's there. Conte. Over on the first ball by Stern. Lima. Oh, sharp angle. Cuts that back on her, no.
Moment of delay for the Checo with his hands, and then he goes. Lovely pick up to start with. Look at that, just wait, and then, because it means that Losser's a threat. Just so much pressure on the block and so little time to make a decision.
Conte. Received by Erno. He's going to get it back. He's going to find the floor this side out for Slovenia. So much more efficient in set two.
15-11.
Flirting with the centre line as well. Good work though, gets that between the blockers, finds the seam. Getting his elbow up high means he can whip at it quickly.
So a 4-point lead, Payeng. A service on Danani. And you can see Payeng looking over the rest of his teammates. That's a nice little bit of back and forth between those two.
Oh yeah, he's got him, and he knows it, look. Oh yes.
Love it.
Got to be able to give it, and you've got to be able, if you're going to give it, you've got to be able to take it.
Payeng goes again, this time onto Palonski. Goes in it left-handed, one touch, two touch. And Urno finds hands, lovely set by Chebel. If you're going to do it as a leader, I mean, obviously it works, because Danani's 28 years of age, he's made a career out of it. You haven't got the same impact that Payeng has got, you know? He's going to serve at you, he's going to spike at you, he's going to do all of those things. You've not got the same visceral responses.
No, you've got to do it. What Danani does is he waits for one of his teammates to thump it down or get it blocked out, and then he's like, yeah, in your face, I got that. Wait, my mate did that to you. Just constantly. He acts as the voice for the other players, whether they want it or not.
12-17. Argentina in a bit of a hole, but with a one-set lead. Here's Lozer. Oh, no. Good platform. And Stern, even when it's not a clean hit, he finds a win.
Good setting from Ropret.
18-12. Here is Ropret. Well received. All the way across. And back come Argentina. Bruno Lima.
Distribution from Pacheco once again. Superb.
He's back up to the top scorer in the game, 11. He's moved ahead of Doncek Stern. They're making that substitution again. In fact, this time it's going to be Kukartsev who comes in. Massive opposite, 2 meters and 3. So he's coming in to block. Sanchez goes back to the service line. So that'll be Pacheco taking a quick breather along with Bruno Lima. To the middle, Kozamernik again. Just watches and waits. You don't need the power. How about this from Slovenia? And Urno. 2013, Urno with the ace, and it's on Danani for the second time this set.
Timeout call, get another look at it. Just giving it absolutely everything. Straight into that corridor of uncertainty.
Con el opuesto, está bien, ataca un montón de pelota. Pero después ataca también el Nau, pif, por el medio del opuesto. Pasa la bola todo, caen los toques del central. Tenemos que agarrar todas esas bolas, tenemos que preocuparnos por el juego en general.
It gets loud in here, doesn't it?
Look, as much as I like crowd interaction and the DJs and MCs don't want to do it, that's not the time. That is not the time when a coach has called a timeout for you to ask all the fans to make as much noise as they possibly can. It's just not the time. Do it in between sets. Do it before the match. Do it after the match, but not then. Not when the coach has got to try and get information to players. Could hear nothing.
Timeout sign language in full effect. Here's Urno off the back of that ace. Got on to Danani again. Much better pass from the libero. And that is the result. Zerba off the Sanchez set. So Conte out, Vicentine in. He's off to Poland next season, going to be playing with Yashemba. Big move for him, actually. Lovely. Off balance by Chebel. There's a big gap mid-court and he finds it.
Well, this is what Slovenia have been like throughout this final, haven't they? Lose a set, come back, just do what they do.
Well, 4 of those 11 wins have been in 5 sets. Kozomurnik. Good service. Oh, Pajenk. But again, it's Kozomurnik. He's not getting the aces, but his serve pressure has been exemplary.
This hybrid serve just makes it difficult for the serve-receive unit in terms of where to stand. So they're going to make a change then. Palonski's out. And coming in instead is Martinez.
Who's actually leaving Poland. He's playing in Gdansk. He's going to go to Lille Metropole en français. Kozomurnik goes again. Sends Vicentine wide. Little touch and Pajenk gets the first. Stern, big gap there, but the pancake's delicious. Ropret out the back. Through goes Stern. Once again, it's Kozomurnik doing the business from the baseline, and Slovenia disappearing out of sight. That's class.
Yeah, he got that. Just as well, Kretu didn't listen to his players. Saying that they thought the ball was down. So even at this stage, we've got the VNL going on. There's still lots of transfers, still lots of players moving for next season. One of them being Ropret. His time at Perugia has come to an end. He's off to Rzeszów in Poland.
Well, that's a great move for them because he is class. Also a great move for him because, we'll come to it after this Kozomurnik serve, he is so good he should be starting somewhere, but he's not going to start ahead of Ginelli because he's playing in Italy and he's the Italian captain. So go make your money and play some volleyball and they'll absolutely love it here.
They really will. And we've seen throughout this VNL, he's absolute quality.
Yep. Certainly is. Oh, Pajenk gets a little Q end on that. Vicentine is there. Oh, well, if improvisation is the key to success, then that man will continue to succeed. Vicentine, look at this. Awesome.
Just gets so high. Vicentine when he's on a roll, he's one of the best in the business.
Well, he's MVP at the South American Championships last season. Ropret short, Pajenk finishes. Set point.
Stand up. Now everybody clap your hands.
Set point. Tonček Stern serving for it. Look how high Pajenk is, it's ridiculous. Set point, service on its way, good ball in. What a swing from Kukartsev! But it is Kukartsev to stay in the set. It's 24-17, a huge ask to stay in it for as long as you can. Good pass. Chebel looking for hands, finds nothing.
Vicentine's gone, yeah, challenge if you like, go on then.
Imagine Denani will.
Oh, he's kidding.
Oh, he's admitted to it. Of course he has. That's it. Yeah, there it is, right off the middle finger. Thought for a second he was going to give them the middle finger. Right, 1-1. Great response. Slovenia back in business after Argentina were the business in the first set. 25-17, 25-19. 2 down, potentially 3 to go. It's Slovenia 1, Argentina 1. Anne-Marie Andersson is making her way to the middle, and it's always a little bit easier to do these when it's one apiece, isn't it? Especially in these knockout games. Before we hear from either team, let's take a look at these stats. What numbers stick out for you? Well, there's one that sticks out like a sore thumb.
Really? Where?
Attacks! Oh, you got me, didn't you? Oh, you got me. Ah, damn it.
Wonderful.
Well, the 1xBet live update now has Slovenia 65% likely to pick up the W and progress to the semi-finals, but Argentina have shown that they've got the chops. Have they got enough to win the next 2 sets or edge them in the breaker? Remember, it's 6 years now since Argentina have beaten Slovenia in competition. We're going to be hearing from Slovenia first because Anne-Marie Andersson has found Matteo Di Cecco. Anne-Marie.
Thank you, guys. Coach, what adjustment did you make between the first and second set?
Honestly, I don't know. The question is how much is left in the tank, you know? We played a lot of games with stressful targets, you know, first qualification, even them. And after that, the ranking. And this is a brand new competition in out games. And at the beginning, I was thinking, okay, today gonna be tough because we've been not so focused on reception. Right now, we're a little bit cool. We fixed something. And yeah, maybe if we have something more than them, gonna be fine for us. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. It's tough to say.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much. No.
He doesn't know. I don't know. Do you guys know?
Absolutely no clue, but I cannot wait to find out.
Oh, I do.
What do you know?
Nothing.
Okay, great. Class. Okay. Well, we're going to take a look at a few highlights now. I'm not surprised Argentina taking a little bit longer to get over to Anne-Marie because they've probably got a few more fixes to do, in fact. Aha, yes. We have found them. Okay, we've got a few highlights to look at first. One of them is Alan Payenk, who takes so long to get up and down again. He could probably fix the light bulbs in the ceiling without using a ladder.
I wonder if he could jump. I wonder if Darlan could do this, could jump and do his laces up.
Right, we'll talk about that afterwards because Anne-Marie's with Marcelo. Anne-Marie!
Coach, how can you get back to the execution of the first set? How can you get back to that play?
The first set, we play really good. We play really good in block and defense and also in attack. In the second set, they serve really good. Our reception was not good, and our attack was not good. I think we must improve our side out to keep in the match.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
It's very simple, right? It always comes back to serve and pass, side out.
Of course it does, and I'm amazed the amount of timeouts we listen to, these world-class coaches, world-class teams, and they are world-class coaches and world-class teams, and the timeout finishers. Okay, side out.
Cambio pala.
Cambio pala.
Well, it is. I mean, that's like, it's this kind of stock phrase. You just, but again, world-class coaches, world-class players, simple strategies to a degree, simple messages, and at times reinforcement of those messages, reminders of the message.
Well, it is a pretty simple game, isn't it? Made even more simple by these guys who are, you know, 2 meters tall and freak athletes.
Yeah, they make it look very easy. But for a sport where your contact on the ball over 2.5 hours is less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, it should be. We have seen a couple of questionable catch balls over the...
Slivka, although he didn't play, did he, in the last match for Poland? And Brizard set off the block earlier on. That was what was going on. That was definitely a catch and throw.
What a game, though. If you are just tuning in for this one and you're looking at the scoreboard in that France versus Italy game, thinking it was the Olympic champions against a scratch team. Admittedly, a lot of them played age group together in that 6, but Italy made a lot of friends here in Poland. They were superb and desperately unlucky but as you'd expect, given the strength of the league that TV subscribers watch every week, of course any Italian 6 is going to be a strong 6, but they are out of the tournament. France are through. They have got Poland. And the winner of this game will have Japan in another mouth-watering semi-final tomorrow. Also, they're not going to have a lot of recovery time either. Whoever's going to win this team would love to wrap it up in 4, get a bit of extra rest and recuperation. It's going to be Loza to serve first in the 3rd set. Into Kovacic. Kosomurnik scrambled up by Argentina. And the Checo finds Kovacic again. Stern, cross-court, pinballs off Lima and the Checo. And Slovenia would take the points.
Yeah, a couple of bumpers there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Kosomurnik. Do you know what? Loza serving and then Kosomurnik. The 2 middles have been great. Here is Kosomurnik. Good ball in. And it went to Zerba, but Palonski was on his bike immediately, wasn't he?
He was. Dicheko is probably, just trying to think of all the other setters currently playing at this level and around. He's the only one. I'm sure he's the only one who doesn't jump set as much, probably only 20% of the time. Everyone else is up in the 90s to 100% jump set, jump set.
Yeah, well, we've just seen Rockfret there. It's not always a big jump, is it? Just a little lift.
Yeah, just not, sometimes not even that. He just stays down and waits. Waits for it to develop. It gives his team more time as well.
Stern. Heavy serve, Conte, not a clean contact. But Palonski looking for touches, getting touches, well rescued by Luciano Palonski. And a little Desmond early in the 3rd set. Palonski serving, 2-2. It's a good serve as well. Oh, Stern into the block, and he gets the luck of the line. And sometimes, when you're brave, you reap the benefits, and that's what's happened there.
Zerba's trying to insinuate it came back off Stern as it went out, being duly ignored by everyone.
13 attack points for Stern. No blocks, no aces. Just doing the business. He's overtaken Lima and Palonski there in double figures. Payek's on 9. He's having a great game. Shebel. Palonski receives. That is an outrageous set and an outrageous pickup. And Stern into the block. Zerba sees it down. What a point.
Coming out of nowhere. Wonderful pancake. Sweet as you like, but this block, even better from Zerba.
Again, the look through the net. They can't help it, can they?
No, they're just always on the edge.
Well, Niall got yellow carded for less yesterday.
He really did.
Feel quite hard done. I tell you what, I thought he got another block as well. There was one that was very close to the line, but we never saw the replay of. Kovacic. No. There's a hand on that from Palonski. Good reflexes.
I tell you what, if Zerba got that, the rest of the Argentinian team were like, nowhere, nothing. They were all just stopped. You know what? Watch everybody. Watch Palonski. Gone. Oh, don't care. He's off. No, not even bothered. Conte's like, yeah, you're not getting it.
For a 2'3" guy, his first 2 steps were quick. Then Zerba, serious gas. Payek. Oh, that's backwards off Palonski. Danani does well. Payek feeds it back in. Stern recycles. It's a little sketchy. Oh, no, the Checo does incredibly. And the rally continues. Slovenia need to finish this off. No. Good touch, Payek. Erno. Payek's there again. And Kosomurnik has missed. Oh, no. Well, Argentina hang in there and it pays off.
Fabulous effort on both sides. For some reason, Kosovnic's managed to overcut it. Well, he's up against the best blocker in the VNL. His presence being felt.
Oh, he's gone back to Kosovnik. He's not killed that either. Oh, no. And the block has arrived. Argentina in the game, and they sneak ahead.
Fabulous work from Lima.
DeCecco. This is a good game. Don't go anywhere. Why would you? Watch this man from the service line. Floats that one in to no. Kosovnik. This defense from Argentina. Oh my goodness! Conte drops it inside the 3, and that's a break point for Argentina.
Good adjustment. Just unloads on that one. The block's nowhere near him.
Where did that bounce? Are these players going to have to start wearing cups?
Well, they're not careful.
Interopret. Slovenia needs something. Oh my goodness! Stern has got lucky again.
It's the speed he comes in at. The block's still trying to get up. Look at this. That swing's so good as well. And again, it's off near the elbow, so it's so hard to do anything with it.
Mendes. Tasty fingers. Oh, lovely touch. Loze. Argentina just revving the engine a little bit, aren't they?
But look at that, how he's always waiting to check it. If he tried to jump set that, then Loze would be nowhere near him. They couldn't run the middle, so he's having to wait. So that's it's fascinating the way that he's kind of changing the game back to how it used to be with setters.
What, like the good old days? You
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, the good old days.
White volleyball, and you score from service.
Rob Brett. That's nicely done. Smart from Erno. Sees that block come up and uses it to his advantage. Oh, off the head. Six, 7, Erno. Again, Loza, it's just quick. It's too quick.
Chebel fighting for position instead of fighting to keep the ball off the floor. He's still moving laterally. Watch the off blocker. Where you going? Sometimes you've only got time just to take a step. Just take that half step, be ready, and you can play.
Eight-6, one set each. Great response here from Argentina, because 25-17 in the second was not pretty. Kovacic, in it goes. That is the block on Stern that they've been looking for.
They've been getting closer and closer.
Timeout, 3-point game. Argentina 9-6 to the good.
No to moi drodzy, w tej przerwie rozgrzewamy dłonie. Za chwilę zobaczymy na ekranach takie charakterystyczne bębenki.
Ok, palloni scontati, dobbiamo rimanere alti. Ci sono stati già 2, ok?
Drogie panie.
E poi, se non si può schiacciare, non dimenticate che possiamo fare il push ball, possiamo fare il cycling e riprendiamo la palla, ok? Stiamo pazienti.
Doskonale, to jest właśnie ten rytm. Fantastycznie.
But in the first two sets, the team that led at the first timeout went on to win the set. fact, that's the third set in a row where the first one has been called with a 3-point advantage. 14-11, 13-10 now, 9-6. Kovacic again, better pass this time. Shebel, good patience. Lima thinks he's found the touch, and he has.
The pace of the attack meant that Conte is a good 6.5 meters away, doesn't have time to rest, has to almost play like a gator to keep the ball in the rally, and it's worked.
Now, I know you're not usually a fan of pulling the arms away, but when there's only one swing on like that, is that an option?
Not really, because he'll just absolutely put it into the heart of the court. The only time to, if you're pulling your hands away at the net as a blocker, is because you can see that the ball's coming tight and that the attacker's elbow in front, and they're looking to come block out, or they're coming in and again tight. So you don't want to let them play off you. That's what you're trying to avoid.
New energy onto the court. Rok Mozic into the game for Klemen Shebel. Missed the start of the tournament. Bit of a clean-up on the knee. And anyone who's seen him play knows that when he goes, he really goes, and he's super competitive as well. A little bit younger than a lot of this squad as well, 22 years of age. A scorer in the European Championships in 2023 when Slovenia were on the podium again. Here he is at the front of the net, but they've gone the other side. Good block touch on that by Stern. Can't finish the job. Chance for a break point. Stern, a little bit too hot there down the line for Conte, who got a touch, but that was all he got.
Nice stable high ball. And Stern able to turn that past Palonski. Palonski will not be happy that this has happened to him. He thinks he's all over, though he's missed it, which is all right, but he thinks that he hasn't left that line.
Wasn't much space though, that was just a great shot.
Exactly. It's the class that Tončík Stern brings.
Once again, Kozomurnik picks up a point on serve. Here he goes. 8-11. And Slovenia continue to chip away at this lead. Zanani into De Checo. Yes, they can! Big block on the far side. Stern's there. 11-9. Timeout called.
Przerwa na żądanie, kochani, zrobimy fajną rzecz. Rzadko spotykaną. Uwaga,
Calma de nuevo esta recepción. Atento el más fuerte a 6-5 de nuevo. Atento el más fuerte a 6-5 de nuevo. Recibimos y rotamos en la primera. Y los conceptos claros. No cerremos ángulo en ataque. Sigamos trabajando como vamos hasta ahora. Y en bloqueo lo mejoramos un montón. Manténgase ahí con la cabeza concentrada en lo que hacer. Recepción y rotamos.
Uwaga, 3, 2, 1, start. Nie przyspieszamy, spokojnie, spokojnie, spokojnie.
That was Stern's first block of the game. He's up to 16 points now. A couple of players have ticked off their ABS, attacks, blocks and serves. Palonski being one of them, Pajek the other. Palonski, 9 attacks, 1 block, 1 serve. Pajek, 7 attacks, 1 block, 1 serve. Zerba, the lead blocker, he's picked up 3 for his 5-point haul. Here's Kozomurnik. Having another good day from the service line. That one clipping the net to take some pace off. Oh, Bruno Lima deciding he's had enough. What a swing.
Kozomurnik's in a good place, and then he gets a bit of a fright as that comes at him.
I szczęśliwie dojechała do mety. Brawa dla państwa!
You can be in as good a place as you want. You will do incredibly well to keep that up. Oh, there's a chase by Rok Mozic, still alive, but he's put a bit too much juice on it, and that is a big serve.
Oh, it's a shame he couldn't get that to go back over his head. Wonderful serving from Lima.
And a good timeout called. Argentina have taken the first 2 points from it. 11-9 becomes 13-9. Bruno Lima can't back it up, but it won't concern him too much. They're in a good place here, Argentina. Stern. Good serve, Lima. Sends it high. The checker right the way back. Oh, Facundo Conte. Second thoughts as to whether he needed to play that. Oh, wow. A gift-wrapped one in the scoreboard for Argentina. What is Slovenia doing?
Payek going under the net here. He just couldn't stop himself. And then he's caught the net. Well, that last serve, 135 kilometers an hour. That's 2 down from Nemia's record in the VNL.
First swing for Mozic. No dice. Oh, wow, Conte. What we're yet to really have in this match is a period of time where both teams are really playing well. The pendulum swung quite a long way back and forth. God, 135, that is smoked. Palonski onto Mozic. There he is, but only as far as Palonski. He's in a great position. DeCecco. Now Ropret. Oh, Stern. He is taking on that block, and more often than not, winning.
It's metronomic, isn't he? Always seems to come in the same speed, same approach, and then just a variation in where he positions his hand on the ball as to where it ends up going.
So Mozic back out, Chebel back in. To the service line he goes. Denani. That's a really nice swing. Bruno Lima. He's got that one-on-one. Five-point lead at 16-11. Zerba. Then Erno into Ropret. Again, Stern. Well, it is metronomic, but the metronome's moving very, very quickly and very, very powerfully.
But look, again, where does he keep getting that ball off of Conte, off of his elbow each time? So if it's coming off of there, and it's never going to be going straight down.
Payek. He whips that through. Palonski receives. Oh, there was a touch on that, but not defendable. Super dynamic in the middle, isn't he, Jose?
Yeah, he's just got such a big range where he can take the ball in front, to the side, across his body.
(17-12) DeCecco. He goes a bit heavier this time. Oh no! Passive, left-handed, straight into the block. Bruno Lima, totemic. No chance.
Trying to get this for a block out, but he's just, well, been absolutely done in by that block from Lima.
Slovenia, they spot a bother here. Here comes young Rok Bratsko, leaving Maribor for Paris Volley next season. His first one abroad, 20 years of age. Came in for game 2. Really strong showing when Erno was nursing a sore neck. 12 points in that victory. Ropret, 5-point game. Just long. Just long. They thought he'd pick one up for a second. Close. Do you know what? That is about 2 millimeters different from the ace that won the game for France in the previous quarter-final. Tiny margins. That is absolutely class from Facundo Conte. Timeout called 2013. Argentina cruising to a 2-1 lead.
Again, look what's going on with his left side. Again, there's another tell that that's not going to be a hard-driven ball.
Raga, we stay inside. We are fighting there for the side out. Watch out that he's alternating left, right there. Pay attention on the short. We take the side out. But we try to take out
Rytmiczne oklaski w rytm muzyki. Pozdrawiamy wszystkich widzów na całym świecie. Finałowy turniej Ligi Narodów 2024.
Conte will serve again, 20 points to 13. Good serve as well, but Ropret has options. Stern, oh. It's on to Checo so quickly.
There's no moment of stillness. He's just upswing. Look at that. He's swinging on that so early. He's such a good player.
Bratsko. Checo, options, Bruno Lima. No touch. They might challenge this. No.
Lima's having a chat with Chebbles, you get it. And Chebbles genuinely like, no, I didn't touch it.
I didn't. I think he missed the chance to challenge anyway. 15-20, Bratsko reloads. And the hand too heavy, 21-15. Lozer.
He didn't look comfortable with that when he put that ball up in the air to have the swing.
He's only on 4 points for the game, but it feels like his contribution has been more than that.
His presence at the net when he's blocking has been really good. He gets in a good position. He's always making it difficult for the attackers.
Kozmernik. Well received by Palonski. Hand on it. The chase back is... Shebel thought he was going to make some friends in the front row then.
Thought he was going to eat the ball. His mouth's open. Look, going to grab it. No, get it with the hand. He's so unlucky.
Like a Slovenian Pac-Man. Bruno Lima. Ace service! Big reach from Kovacic, Bratsko.
Big gap as well. There's big gaps between the passing units. So Stern's kind of in, but not really. It's a space to go into is where Stern's at, and then gonna kind of make like he's going to play it. But they want to go after Chebel, I suppose, as well, because he's front row in the passing. So you've got options. But that's a wider margin for error if you're coming from one side of the court to the other with the service.
Ropret out, Nick Mijanovic in. Blocking substitution, Mijanovic, 19 years of age, 2 meters and 6. Made a couple of blocks already this tournament. Still on the right side of this one, they go to the left side, and Payet gets a touch. Causes enough chaos to get a free ball opportunity.
Oh,
Payek bumps, Chebel, blocked.
So it's been put up in the air and everyone's looking around because, oh, guess what? Ropret's not on court. Organise yourselves. You need to know exactly what to do in that situation when the setter's not there. And especially if it's the libros having to take the first ball, someone now needs to step in, but they must have that. They must know that. But they obviously didn't.
No. Particularly because the substitution has done what it's meant to and got the block touch and given them the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. So now what do we have to do?
Sanchez on to set, Ramos on to block, Palonski serving for the set. Ropret into Payek, good block. Another go though, Chebel off the hands and no way through for Slovenia.
Oh no, I've seen that. This has happened in a match I played in where exactly the same thing happened. Our opposite slips in perspiration and our setters set the ball behind and hadn't picked that up because you expect them to be there, and that is a real disappointment of a way to lose the set.
There is a lonely court mopper out there buffing that bit that Toncek Stern just lost his footing on, but I don't think that would have made a huge difference to the outcome of that set. It's an incredible response from Argentina, and they've taken it 25-17.
5 blocks and 3 serves. A lot of the pressure coming from there. And to your point, yeah, it wouldn't have made much difference. It didn't make much difference to us either. We still can't beat. It was Matt Jones, we were playing for England, and Richard Dobell had not known he'd gone on the floor, sets this lovely ball behind, and we're all like, oh.
Oh no. Argentina now 55% probable to win this game, according to our friends at 1xBet. And they have, well, they're winning the arm wrestle, and it really is an arm wrestle as well, isn't it? It's back and forth, but it's big back and forth. Usually in the men's game, we'll see the odd break point here and there, a series of side outs, but
look, let's just cut to the chase, okay? It's magic ends.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. The wind is obviously blowing in one direction. So a quick rundown of the top scorers then. Toncek Stern, top of the shop on 19. Bruno Lima on 18. We're going to take a look at the attack zones, and Slovenia very much favouring that one side. The Stern side, if you will. A bit more of an equal spread for Argentina, and that doesn't surprise you with De Checo at the helm.
Exactly, he's gonna do what he needs to do, finding good solutions.
So Slovenia into must-win set time. Talk about them being particularly tired, because they've been running on the emotional energy, knowing that every set counts in terms of the Olympic qualification. But, I mean, Argentina left it pretty late too, and they found a way when they had to. They booked their place when, for a little while that they wouldn't. Snuck in at the expense of Cuba, who, again, they looked for a long time like they were going to have done enough. Not just to get to the Olympic Games, but to get to the finals of the VNL.
So close.
Tough school, isn't it? And it's an unforgiving one. And for every action, there's an equal opposite reaction, but that's the joy and the disappointment as well. The joy of Slovenia and Argentina when they booked their place, and the disappointment of whether it's Netherlands or Cuba. Got to think about it for another 4 years.
Not everybody wants to rule the world. That song that was then while you were having that monologue, because that's it. Like you say, it's so unforgiving. So it's back to the drawing board for those teams.
Slovenia, they win this set or their tournament's over. Kozomurnik, the number 4, starts set number 4. And De Checo, this is going to be a free ball. Palonski sends it high, and Erno feeds Ropret, who sends it to the middle, and Payek punishes.
There's a little bit of sporting spirit going on between Payek and Losser. A little look at each other at the end of there, with Payek just having a little giggle at him.
Kozomiernik. Still not a great pass. The set's decent enough, though. And it's back with Conte. Good scramble, Kozomiernik. No hands on that, though. Stern, too high.
Stern's not sure if he's touched anybody, so they're not sure about the challenge. That's a good pickup.
Long way down for Kozomiernik as well. 2 meters 4. Losser. Oh, there's a one-on-one out there. Chebel straight into the hands of Bruno Lima. Wins the point.
Difficult to stop that. Gone with a bit of a spread block, Lima.
Stern, 2-1. Good serve. Conte. Great first touch. Palonski. Erno's back there. Oh, what a touch to create the chance for Slovenia. Chebel. Not yet. Danani. Diceko. Palonski. Brilliant.
Diceko. That touch. That dive is what set all of this up. And then off the back, and look at that again. He's just like, oh yeah, out the way, out the way. No, I'm just all right. I'll set it round you then. Straight out.
Top class. Bruno Lima. Oh, the top spinner Kovacic does very well, and that is worked by Chebel. Maybe this is the set where we get the two teams playing well at the same time.
It's a must-win set for Slovenia, so all the points Argentina keep getting, keep sticking close to them, just makes it a little bit more tricky.
I like the fact that in the middle, Zerba and Losser must go to the barber and get matching haircuts.
That might be one of the players does the haircuts.
I wasn't going to say anything. Palonski, he's looking for high hands, doesn't find them. You know when they put those, you know, as part of the quiz where you've got like the hair of one, the nose of the other. If you had the top, you'd have no idea if it was Zerba or Losser. No chance. Early break point then, full Slovenia. I do think you'd look good with the mohawk moustache combo, the Facundo Conte.
I haven't done both, I've done them separately.
The Clayton Conte. Chebel and Ropret has to chase that. Erno recovers so well. And I think when the team meets like that, they realise how important those points are.
They're just not going to give up. They are not going to go away.
He takes the Pac-Man approach as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, they all do.
Payek to serve, 5-3. Hasn't quite got the range on that, Alan Payek. He's up to 10 points, though. Is Erno.
So, riddle me this. Why is it Lima B's shoes look like he's wearing a pair of five-a-side football shoes?
I'll have a look in a minute, because Stern is on the move. Well watched. Yeah.
Top swing from Stern. He's just got the line. He can just go straight through it.
We'll ask him. We'll get Anne-Marie to speak to him after the game. Tell us about your shoes. She's shaking her head. Oh, I tell you what, he can wear whatever shoes he wants. Slippers, clogs, boots.
charge.
Tap dancing shoes, Cuban heels, whatever, if he swings like that.
Flip-flops. You have your playing flip-flops, you're playing sliders.
That is a big old swing from that boy. And that is very, very close to perfection by De Checo.
So by the same token, it's a superb lead from
Yeah, absolutely. No, one ace. Even 7 in the game so far. Off the hands, touched by Kovacic. Ropret, Chebel. Danani. On the pipe, Palonski. Oh, Stern, not quite close enough to the net. Oh, it was a desperate reach, wasn't it?
There's a difference between reaching lateral like that, just getting that hand slightly in front.
Conte. Out the back to Stern. For large parts of most of the games he plays, he just does what he wants, doesn't he? He just has his own way.
He's just got the ball, it's always in that hitting window. He's just going to go and be ferocious on it.
Ferocious, good word. Kozomurnik. Danani, that's a lovely ball in. And do you know what? Conte slightly mistimed that. And he's recovered so well.
Well, I think that ball's still in play as Conte's under the net. Ball's still in play.
Yeah, they're absolutely right.
Argentina.
Yeah, he's had to limbo the net, and because it wasn't a clean hit, then the ball's not gone down quickly enough.
That's right, that's the thing about these pipe attacks. If you can get any kind of touch with the momentum the player's got coming forward, that ball could be up near the ceiling, out with nowhere to get to it, but it's still in play until it hits something.
Kozomurnik. One of the most casual on that is DeFalco, because he's so convinced it's going to hit the floor. He's just straight under the net. He's back around the net post, and he's back in the game.
Does have to do he's done a couple of broad jumps as well, where he's realised, oh, actually he's still going, and had to jump across from under the net to get over the sideline, and then get back in to play deep.
Lozer. No, that's bumped over there by Chebel. Over on the first ball. Kovacic calls for it. Oh, Payek.
That is a fantastic dig from Conte at 6. Middle back, as you referred to it as well, but an amazing pickup to keep that ball in play, to allow Argentina to end up taking the point because unforced error from Payek.
Lozer. On a bit of a run here. Get Argentina level. Oh, maybe. De Checo just does what he can to rescue the situation. Ropret with options. Stern, one of them! The block takes us to Brooklyn. 9-9. That's a big one as well. Not just in terms of the block, in terms of the moment. Oh, De Checo.
Oh, he almost got a chinned Mr. Simonovic.
That was like Ryu's flying uppercut off Street Fighter 2. So we've had 2 unorthodox moments in 2 points. We had the dig at 6 that went over to stay in the point, and then we've got De Checo just doing everything he can, knowing the likelihood is you lose the point, but you keep the ball off the floor, you see what happens. And here we are, Slovenia 9, Argentina 9. Oh, 10-9! Big from Bruno Lima.
That is a scary, scary monster block.
Argentina ahead, timeout called.
Drodzy Państwo, przypominamy o wszystkich atrakcjach i aktywnościach, które można znaleźć w ciągach komunikacyjnych. Na przykład mamy tam oficjalne koszulki reprezentacji do nabycia w SK Story. Stoisko operatora sieci Plus.
No way! No fucking way that someone is watching in other direction! I was the fucking side down, and I told you, not straight in the middle of the box! We can work with
Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
Yes.
When they're about to go into battle for one of the territories, that is what the rousing speech sounds like.
Well, I don't think he meant it as a rousing speech, but in the same token, they were all like, yeah, let's go.
Exactly. Somebody is leaving this arena with their head on a spike if Georgi Cretu has his own way. Again, apologies if you are watching around the world and you're offended by foul language, but sometimes it's the only way you can get your true feelings across. Oh, if this point goes Argentina's way, then Cretu might explode, and it has. Argentina break point up, and Cretu is simmering.
Oh, it's gone right through the arms of Chebel. My goodness.
11-9, game on. Slovenia's tournament in serious jeopardy here. Argentina rising to the occasion. Oh, and they've got a good touch on that. Oh, DeCecco, brilliant. What's the swing saying? It's saying block time. They brought in Stalika, and he's delivered immediately.
For once, Lima has let the situation get the better of him in that, because he's got his feet past the ball, it's behind him, and he's tried to hit a winner. And you've got to have a bit of a different mindset. He's got to try and make it really difficult. Stay in the rally.
Stalika's coming for Pajenk. That's a bit more natural height at 2 meters and 14. You're not sure how tall that is. He definitely has to duck to get through the door, and he probably bangs his head on the ceiling. Bruno Lima, heavy serve. Bruno's there, Ropret. And then Chebel, lovely angle through the block.
You can also paint the ceiling without having to worry about a hop-up or anything.
Yes. I'm not sure what a hop-up is.
It's
I'm
technical
it's a small step, right?
Yeah, a small step that is quite long. Just call it hop-up.
Thank Lucas for all your painting and decorating needs. And you think I'm joking. DeCecco. Oh, wow! Bruno Lima!
That's right back to business for Lima. He knows that the last point didn't happen the way he wanted, but straight back, carry on. Wonderful position for Argentina here. And it's not often he does that. He's such a serious character.
That was a shoulder-mounted RPG. You've got no right to hit that low ball for a winner there. Stalika at the service line. He served 2 aces in the VNL. Not been used a huge amount, of course, behind Kozombernik and Pajenk. He floats that to Conte. Oh, and it's off the block.
It's been such an interesting contest, hasn't it, between these two teams, and the fact that, yes, they're going and using their opposites as much as they are. Stern having a really good moment, a good run of points. Now it's Lima having a good run of points.
He's having a great game. He's on 23, 17 attacks, 4 blocks, 2 ace serves. Here's Zerba into Chebel. Stern getting off the hands, and Conte has made an absolute mess of Thomas from Polsat's table in front of us. That's what you get for having the ringside seats.
Yeah, that'll teach you. He wasn't in a rush to get the ball back, though, was he?
Because he was scrambling around looking for his Sharpie to sign it as well.
Yep. That would increase the value of the ball.
Of course. Of course. Ropret, 13-14. Crunch time for Slovenia. Again, Conte equal to it. Not that equal to it, though. Kozomurnik and Stern close the door, 14-14.
Never write Slovenia off, never underestimate what they can do.
What was that? Block, net take, block, down.
Well, it was a big, big point for Slovenia.
Ropret again. Palonski, another good pass. Conte! Oh, where's the net touch? It's by Argentina.
It was. They're playing close to the net, but it's too close. Conte was having to play catch up to this ball, and he's travelled right into it. Look, he can't do anything to stop himself from touching it.
Well, he's gone under it, hasn't he?
Well, that's all right. See, actually, all of that's okay. It just depends whether there would have been any infringement on Slovenia, had the ball been on their side.
Ropret. That's gone on to Vicentine, who's come into the backcourt. He swung on that one. Over to Erno. Oh, and he's blocked this time. Off balance, Shebel can't respond. Again, it's Bruno Lima who's out there causing damage.
Oh, that'll be a loss there, so that'll add to his tally.
He's in rude form. Oh, Kretu. That's not a happiness smile, let me tell you. Did check go? No. Oh, wow, Vicentine has nearly done something there. Tense, isn't it? Every point now is so tense. Even that's a regulation side out. Vicentine, good ball in. And Palonski from backcourt. They've made the change at Libero as well. Urban Toman is coming for Kovacic.
This was on him in a flash.
$16-all. Vicentine. Close. Searching for that corner again. Good leave by Erno. Now Kozomurnik. Side out here for Argentina would be massive. That's got big on Vicentine. Monster! Huge! Break point at a key time with the big gun back at the baseline. Timeout called, 18-16.
¿Para qué nos complicamos la vida? Metámosle los dedos a pelota. Estamos complicando la vida al cielo con un saquecito de mierda a uno. Vamos a meterle los dedos a la pelota.
Ball.
Just had a feeling that this service run would be key. DiCecco, Palonski, can't find a winner. Neither can Stern. Danani into DiCecco, Palonski, 3 up in the block. Erno in at setter, Stern. Oh, there's no touch on that. They're going to challenge it. I think by the way Palonski celebrated, he's nowhere near that. So unless it's someone else who's putting their hands in their pockets and hoping the computer hasn't seen it, this is 19-17. Either way, it's going to be Argentina's job to battle back. 2 down here. The fresh scent of 5 sets is in the nostrils.
How does he not feel that?
Palonski, what are you... Right, stop lying. Stop lying. You're lying to me, you're lying to Clayton, you're lying to the hundreds of thousands watching. And your teammates. Bad Man, 2016. I hope in the timeout, Marcelo Mendes is going to scold him for telling porky pies.
He got his little chime out, didn't he?
Vamos de nuevo con la recepción. Vamos a tirarla alta. Alta para darle opción al levantado que levante alguna pelota. Si no, no podemos atacar directamente. Metámosle los dedos, busquemos para arriba. Si busquen su mejor solución cada uno, pero déjense la alta ilusión para que pueda distribuir el juego. No podemos quedar en esta rotación de mierda. Vamos.
Wszystkie ręce rytmicznie klaszczą nad głowami właśnie teraz.
Huge battle back from Slovenia, 20 points to 16. It looks like that rocket that Kretu lit in that timeout has paid dividends, because Kozomrnik gets us restarted with a 4-point lead. Much better pass from Danani, and Palonski delivered, fueled by lies.
Fueled by a no-looky as well. He's had a swing on this and turns away. Ding.
He's done that a couple of times. He did that with the ace earlier in the game as well.
All good four-hitters do it, honestly.
Lozer capable of doing what Kozomrnik did moments ago, but not this time. The luck off the net doesn't shine on him. Ropret out, Mojanovic in.
Well, let's hope they've got a plan for this one this time. If Kovacic has to touch the ball.
Stern. Bruno Lima receives. Palonski. Oh, it's close. I tell you what, Stalakar next to Mojanovic. That is a big old block. Palonski's done really well there. Bruno Lima. Good serve. Chebel, work to do. Finds the fingertips.
Conte played that. It must have caught part of the block as well for Conte to play it.
Yeah, just that middle finger of Zerba flickering on the way through. A terrible. Oh,
that's
boys.
Awful.
That's embarrassing.
Let's not ever talk of that again.
Danani. Oh, Stalakar. Not quite over the top of it.
Well done, Danani. Good ball.
It's Palonski. He's up to 18 points. One ace serve. Ooh. Shays the line for two. But as the clock has ticked past 10 p.m. local time, we are getting ever closer to our second five-setter of the day. Stalakar. Good ball, Danani. Good swing, Zerba. And that is how you side out against Stalakar.
Well, this time, Pacheco up on the jump set, so getting Zerba at full height, putting full time pressure on Slovenia.
Pacheco and Bruno Lima out. Kukartsev and Sanchez Pages in. Zerba opts for that float into Ernau. Stern. Oh, wow. Martin Ramos has had to take evasive action on the bench for Argentina.
Just a big miss hit. Nothing to worry about just yet, though, for Slovenia, 23-21.
Yeah, two side outs, that's all it is. In by Zerba, taken by Ernau. Stern can go again. and makes amends pretty quickly. 3 set points incoming. Ropret serving for 2-2. Up off the net, in it comes from Conte. They'll get another go here, Argentina. To the middle, dunked down by Augustin Lozer. Argentina still breathing. So no recognised setter on court as Sanchez Pages comes out. Bruno Lima back in, so a big front court here. And just to make things interesting, Slovenia call the timeout, 24-22.
Hey, you see one team here, no? This one, 16. Padla. Quello che arriva che ti gira, no? Ok? Ljudi, vsi side out. Side out. Dai. Vamos, ajde. Hey, opa!
Slightly calmer from Cretu in the timeout there.
Some good artwork on display.
What I like about art is that it's subjective. Here is Kukartsev serving to stay in the set. That one rustled the net on the way through. They've got the block. They've saved another set point. And Argentina turning the screw here in set 4. He is having some game, isn't he, Bruno Lima? Five blocks. Oh, it's hit the net tape again. Ropret. Oh, my goodness! Augustin Lozer makes it 24-24. 3 set points saved. What is happening at the Atlas Arena?
Game on, that's what's happening.
What a service run this is. Ropret. Oh, they needed it. They needed it so badly, and they got it from the captain. 4th set point. Kukartsev out. Dicheko in.
Oh, just squeezed it through.
No. 1 ace in the match so far. Another one sends us to set number 5. Dicheko with his options. Bruno Lima. Oh, Stern. So close. But that is 4 set points saved now by Argentina.
God, he had all the line to go after as well.
Conte. What is the next twist and turn in this brilliant game? Great pass. Great pickup, Dicheko. Facundo Conte. In it comes again. Another touch. Oh, Conte can't get there. Set point number 5. Slovenia edge ahead again. Argentina still hanging in there. The giant Stalakar back at the net. And Kozamernik, whose service run puts Slovenia in such a good position, serves to take us to a breaker. Oh, and he's getting the boos and whistles. It's a good serve, it's a good pass, it's a good set, it's a good swing, and we go again.
Look at this. That's his left hand, one-handed, back for a set through the middle.
You know what you were talking about, art?
Yes,
Some good art on display. That is art.
They've spelt it, though, with a G.
Yeah. Arg is subjective. Lozer, this is a big moment. Because this boy can serve. Drops it in short, though, onto Shebol. Oh, no! Stanica misses everything.
They can have a look for a net touch.
What a moment! Argentina on the brink.
Oh, now they're changing it. Well, they're looking for something else. They're now trying to change their mind. They want block touch.
Listen to this crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, because they know as well. I think Zurba has said he's touched it. He hasn't admitted it to the referee. And we know that they're not admitting to anything because Palonski. It's a campaign built on lies, but it is a match point for Argentina for a place in the semi-final at the expense of Slovenia. Match point down. Match point saved, Clement Shebol, and that lingering stare through the net. It is getting tasty out there. And we are going deep in set 4. Great swing. Tonček Stern. Oh, it's bounced up. Another chance. Palonski passes. He's going to swing. Kovacic is there. Ropret chooses Shebol. Set point number 6. 28-17. I thought that Cretu was going to get in the huddle there.
This is a right ding-dong, isn't it?
Oh, Zurba trying to close the gap a little late. Tonček Stern. Great serve! Ace serve! Slovenia take it at the 6th time of asking. It's 29-27, and we are going 5.
What a time to come up with a serve like this. Only 121, it seemed a lot faster. Oh, and it's miles in as well.
What a game! What a 4th set. It deserves 5. It's Slovenia 2, Argentina 2. And finally, we've got the proper contest after 3 one-sided.
This is what you want from a quarter-final. It to be close, to be exciting. 2 extra attacks, Slovenia. An extra block, Argentina. A couple of extra serves. Yeah, add everything, it's very close.
Huge credit to Argentina, though. 24-21 down.
So now the question is really, does this coin toss and everything we've seen, all the tactics, everything else, does it just come down to, well, if we win the toss, we'll pick the end so that we end up at the end where all of the sets have been won, because it's a magic end.
It could well be a magic end. I'll let you know in about, what, 20 minutes. Got to think as well, whoever wins this game is going to have less than 24 hours recovery. It's been a huge, huge effort from both teams to book the last place in the semi-finals to join the hosts Poland, Japan, and France, who had to slog it out themselves. Oh my goodness me, 14% receiver accuracy for Argentina in that set.
You wouldn't have known it though, it's the Checo setting.
Slovenia's not a huge amount better. Well,
no, you got about 60, 67, 60... 60, 77, 79 percentage. Oh, I'm losing it. I've lost it. But with this level, that inner circle on the next band is good enough to get a lot of middle attacks going.
This shot, by the way, there's a cable up above your head and a camera running across it. It is a beautiful place to watch volleyball, and I think the crew are doing a brilliant job of making sure that wherever you're watching around the world, you do not miss a thing. And you certainly would not want to miss this. It is Slovenia 2, Argentina 2. It's a race to 15. Either you make the weekend and you guarantee yourself a chance at a medal, or you head home, start to think about resting, recuperating, and launching an assault on the Olympic Games. Of course, it's something this group of Slovenian players will be doing for the first time. It's something that this group of Argentinian players will know can end in glory. And the crowd there, in no uncertain terms, letting us know who they're supporting. They have become South American for the evening. Who'd have thought they backed the underdog? But watching this game, you wouldn't have thought they were underdogs. Race to 15, fifth set breaker. It's a decider. The captain, Erno, serves first. Zanani receives. De Checo sets. And it's an error. Zerba doesn't get all of it. And the first point on serve, Slovenia.
This hit from Zerba.
Good start by Erno, but he'll want to back it up here because a side out for Argentina and doesn't really count as a break point. In quick to De Checo. Palonski over on the first ball. And the block in behind, the touch by Conte had to be made. Here is the chance for the break. Over to Chebol. Oh, it's a big effort. Conte can't get there. And Slovenia do make the break point stick.
Wasn't for a want of trying from Conte. But once again, Slovenia showing us why they've had such a successful VNL. Their ability to keep going on, to bounce back. Just to be almost inevitable.
Cast your mind back a few hours, though. France were 4 down in the breaker against Italy. Ended up winning it. Erno into the net. Argentina off the mark. Bruno Lima heading back to serve. Let the games begin. That's close. Oh, he's missed. Palonski has missed on the free ball. He can't believe it.
I can't believe Kozmernik didn't go through the net either.
Oh, it's a long way out too. Like, that's not as easy as you might think it is, but at this level, someone as skilled as Palonski, you expect him to put that away. Here is Kozmernik. Floats that into Palonski, over on the first ball. Great touch. Oh. Thought he'd done enough, Danani. Question, was the ball going out?
Answer?
We'll never know.
Exactly. Well, it was caught in the block, so Danani thought he had to play it.
4-1. Dream start for Slovenia. Conte, Palonski, Bruno Lima. Oh, Erno stood deep. Great play from him. Chebol! They're just playing the game so well, Slovenia, so composed. They're digging in and they're getting results. Martinez Franchi coming in to strengthen up this passing unit, trying desperately to get Kozmernik off the service line. Both he and Erno have made an impact in this fifth set decider. Straight on to Palonski. De Checo back across to Palonski. Erno's there again. Ropret. Chebol. Oh, recycles, has to go. Oh, De Checo. You little beauty.
That was an opportunity for Slovenia. Not taken, unfortunately. for Stelakar. He's let his hands drop a little bit too low on the, as the ball comes in. So that's okay. Now he gets himself set, hands are where they are, but then he goes down to come up. It's a shame that you want a little bit, but not as much as he made.
The thing is, he doesn't actually need to jump.
He was set, ready to jump. He could have just sprung up off of his feet.
Service error. We're getting to the point for Argentina where they literally can't afford any more of those. Sonchek Stern, one ace in the match, 29 points he's on. What a game he's had. Tanani into De Checo, and that's off the chest of Stern.
De Checo now knowing if they want to get this middle running, he's going to have to go with the jump setting again. Give Serba the opportunity to go past the block like that.
So they're back scoring, Argentina. But how do they chip away at this lead? Zerba floats that in, taken by Chebul. Oh, Stalakar, nice and high. And if he can get high, it's always a mismatch.
Look at that, he's up so early as well. Just exactly where to go over Franchi.
Chebul, no aces yet in the match for him. 14 points. This hit, still a 3-point game. Vicheco into Erno, Ropret, Stern from deep. Touch off the block, touch off Tanani.
There's not much coming from Tanani at the moment.
In what context?
Well, he's not making any digs. He's not able to get under the skin of Slovenia.
Now, though, Argentina are at the magic end.
They are, but they're 4 behind. That's a long way to try and play catch-up from.
And it's dependent on where you are 4 behind. If you're 4-0 behind, maybe. If you're 8-4 behind, you've got to be flawless. But they've shown they can get there. They were 24-21 down. It's a strong character in this team, but it has to start here. And the same counts for Slovenia as well. Stalakar can't gift them one with a service error. Make them play, make them earn it. Which he does. Frankie with the first touch.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, he hasn't. Good. I thought for a second he's going to let that go, Mr. Siminovic.
No chance.
Oh, but what is Kosomernian thinking? He's suddenly become a world-class setter.
Martinez, Frankie. Goes for it, needs to be played. That's right on the tape. Oh, Ropret. Glorious touch, and Kovacic knows it.
Gregor is an absolute rock star, isn't he, with this play? Look at that. Have that.
And there's not a huge amount that Bruno Lima can do about that. Timeout called, 9-5.
No bendísimo, 2 cagadas. Vamos bola por bola, con la recepción, a rotar, a trabajar, con paciencia. No se aceleren, jueguen el momento. Jueguen el momento, no vas a poner. Vamos bien, vamos a la bola, dale, dale, dale.
I wonder if they still believe. 4-point game, massive, massive ask here for Argentina. Still a great atmosphere as well. Łódź are being treated. Tell you what, they got value for money for their tickets today, didn't they? 2 great 5-setters. Ropret. Oh, Danani avoids. 6-9. Argentina just need one of these big names, big guns, big game players to deliver. And they'll be hoping for something from the service line here from Lozère. It's a good start. Kovacic can put it in. Kozomurnik can put it down.
That's hurt.
It was a heavy swing, wasn't it? He's caught Palonski in the grid. He's got high there, isn't it? Yeah, oh, wow, through the hands, right in the beak.
He was never looking for that. Palonski's, well, I'm not sure what Palonski's doing. He's never going to make a touch in that situation. He's only ended up getting himself into a bit of trouble, and that's going to really hurt. Just trying to see out of it as well.
Hazard of the job. Here we go, we'll have a great view of it here. Yeah, he's taking a step, he's off balance. Oh, dunk.
Yeah, you're not going to block anything. Now, I wonder if he's got a contact as well that has been dislodged.
No. It was his great serving that set Slovenia on their way in this fifth set. Speaking of sets, that's outrageous from De Cecco. Who can go again? Kovacic, great dig. Ropret, Chebel. Lovely work just to keep the ball alive, and then it's blocked. Oh, Bruno Lima rolls it into Chebel and Kozomurnik. And Slovenia 4 points away from a semi-final.
This is such a good play from Argentina. Franchi is make that move around to cover that space because they had 3 blockers in. But a passive block, a patient block from Kozomurnik and Chebel.
Time out. Last chance saloon for Argentina.
Vamos que nos podemos buscar, señor. Parece lejos, pero lo podemos encontrar. Parece lejos, pero lo podemos encontrar. Vamos de nuevo. Vamos de nuevo. Recepción y rotar. Lo primero que tenemos que hacer es buscarlo. Vamos a buscarlo en cada rotación. Vamos. Con calma ahora la recepción. Cuando la floja lo podemos encontrar.
Absolute quality that from Franchi. It might well be Slovenia who get this one done.
Well, we speculated that they might be tired, and Matteo De Cecco told us they are tired. Will someone tell them?
Yeah.
They are tired as Erno serves at 11 points to 6. Another block touch that just drops. And maybe Argentina's hopes of a semi-final drop with it. Isn't it amazing what momentum can do in a game of volleyball? Palonski out, Palacios in.
Be a good target now for Tinea now.
It's a great dig by Erno. Chebel. Danani's backcourt. De Cecco.
Nice play from Lima. Pretty much the only place De Cecco really was going to go in that one. Chebel's a bit too wide.
And that's long too.
Two points required.
(13-7). Kozomurnik. Bruno Lima into the block again. De Cecco, oh, he's played it. Hasn't found the floor. Lovely pancake by Kozomurnik. Recycled again. Stalicar sets. Oh, Tonček Stern. Yeah. Again.
That's a good play.
What a tournament he's having. Over 30 points today. 27 attacks, 3 blocks, 1 serve. But this man, about to serve for the match, has made as big a contribution as any. Jan Kozomiernik serves at 14-7 for a place in the semi-finals. De Cecco. Of course, there's a touch on it. Šebel! Cross-court! Slovenia into the semi-finals. They've come from behind to dispatch